I just feel like maybe the outfit's a little too much for this. Am I being a little bit too seductive for a film podcast?
Toi et moi, montagne, la plage, soleil sur moi. Tu veux de moi.
So she wanted this way, that way. We wandered on Uncut, and we bond the rants.
Yes, this feels right. So firstly, I want to start out with a scene that I posted about 3 weeks ago. This was a scene that I wrote from a screenplay called Between the Lines, a feature length. It is inspired by my time spent in Atlanta, and I had a lot of fleeting connections. I just tend to meet people and have a very strong connection with them, whether that be a year, a few months, or a night. This really inspires my writing.
Can I tell you something?
What?
I wrote a song, and it reminds me of you.
You make music?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I do.
I gravitate more towards character-driven stories. I think that once you start doing the work on yourself, and if you're into self-exploration and self-development, I guess, it also becomes very interesting to study just humans as a whole and people you've met in the past and why things happened. Basically, I'm an overthinker, and that's perfect for writing because you kind of need to be deeply analytical of people to write them, drifting off in relationships and how the people we meet impact us, if that only means for a short amount of time, is what inspired me for this movie. Sometimes I think that writing is my brain's way of regaining control, because when you can understand why a character does something that they do, you have a kind of a power, and you don't get that in real life. I've noticed that having power and control is something that I struggle with. This feels like therapy. Oh my God. The scary thing about people is that they're unpredictable and you have no control over them. So that's what makes writing them so addicting. What I love about this story is that these characters are trying to understand each other desperately, but they are doing a horrible job at connecting and they're just missing each other. Kind of the image that I see is like this, like when two people want the same thing to connect, but they can't because they're not expressing themselves accurately or to the level that the other person can understand. It's kind of like missed together completely, which is really sad. You know what, Charlie?
What?
You want to know something about yourself? You parade around like you're this enigmatic figure who's too complex to be understood, right? And you think that putting people at a distance makes you more mysterious, right?
Do you think I like being this way? Look, if you're trying to get me to hate myself, you can save your energy. All right, I've beaten you to it.
I don't know, I'm fascinated by miscommunication. I think I have felt very misunderstood in life. I struggle with communicating. So Charlie, my main character, he's stuck in his own world. He is sometimes too depressed and too deep in his creative process to see all of the love surrounding him. Something that Charlie has throughout the whole film that gives him a sense of grounding is his music making. And music carries us throughout the whole film in his process, and I think that is very much so the case for me. Like when I am not writing, when I'm not making anything, I feel I immediately like either go into like depression or like try to just find validation in external sources when I should just be reaching within and creating, which is what I'm trying to do right now. I'm getting a little comfortable right now. I'm warming up to the camera. How you guys doing? I really like writing comedy because it's just a kind of like an exhale. I'm like, okay, if I need to take a break from writing this super heavy and deep screenplay, then I can just write a little story about two girls fighting on the side of the road.
You are seriously triggering my anxiety right now.
Your car's okay. We're okay.
My roommate's car.
I just wrote and directed and produced and edited a short film about two girls that get a flat tire. They launch into a of a rage-induced fight. No, it's not like that. It's just kind of like chaotic Gen Z energy of LA girls that are stranded on the side of the road and they're waiting for God to help them because they're stupid. I absolutely love playing characters that are just the worst people ever. I think that's where things get interesting, where it's like, you know they're flawed, you know they're in the wrong, but somehow you're still rooting for them. I don't know. Maybe you're not rooting for them. Are you guys rooting for me? Comedy lets me laugh at myself and making lightness out of dark situations. That video about the friendships, it's so specific. That video about the friendships. I just noticed my article, the silent killer in your office, misplaced water bottles, went viral, and your lack of interaction speaks volumes. Envy manifests as mucus, Jenna. It's just basic wellness.
I nursed your dying grandma back to health for 3 months.
It was actually inspired by my friend Ashlyn's ex-friend. So Ashlyn told me about her ex-friend. I want to say her name. I was like about to spill the tea. Who is actually like a model slash influencer. She was a really bad friend to Ashlyn. And then she went on YouTube and made this video about how female friendships are so hard. The irony was too good not to make that into a skit.
I love your posture. It's giving off very confident vibes.
Oh, thanks.
For this section, I'm always going to do the same thing. I'm going to do a movie that's inspiring me, a song that's been haunting me, and an unpopular opinion of the month. And I invite you guys, my dearest friends, to do the same. So I'm going on my Letterboxd. Please don't find my Letterboxd. I have questionable taste in movies, but I never lie. I want to ask you guys a question. How do you log movies? I log them purely off of how the movie made me feel. Like, was I genuinely, did I like it or not? And I feel like, hear me out, you're probably like, okay, yeah, obviously, Luca. But I know people that will, that I know that they didn't like that movie that much, but just because it's, I don't know, like fucking Reservoir Dogs, like, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't like the movie that much. It's just a lot of people liked it, so that now that you feel like you have to write an in-depth review about fucking lighting. I don't know. Sometimes there are movies that they're not a cinematic masterpiece, but it can still be good to you, and that is okay. And that is the message I want to spread. If you liked Divergent and the whole series, Allegiant, Insurgent, whatever else they put out there, if you like the Twilight movies, I don't, just give it a 4 stars. Like 4 stars, Paddington in Peru, How to Train Your Dragon. It was a little stressful for me, not gonna lie. Gave that a 3 stars. I was so concerned for the dragon. The Materialists, I didn't like that movie. I gave it 1 star. That is also my unpopular opinion. The last movie I really, really liked. Ooh, my review got 2 likes. Hell yeah. Okay, The Handmaiden, 2016. I fucking love this movie. Period. That's it. Why did I like it? Because it was a gay. Okay, and then the song. It's quite underground, so I don't know. You guys may know it. Okay, I'm gonna be serious. If you've made it to this point in the video, your attention span is serving, but please comment down below. Oh my gosh, Luca, your hair is giving Dua Lipa. Thank you for doing that for my ego. And also, if enough people say it in the comments down below, then it will start to become a collective thought. So you're helping me manifest external validation, which is the most important thing in life. My final message to you guys. Thank you so much, viewer, for being here on my journey as an artist, making this film major life worth it. Making this film major's life, ex-film major's life. How you can support me is simply just making a simple sacrifice tonight, and then offer it to the gods and say, Luca Whitaker will be rich and famous. It's just a simple thing that you could do to support the channel. Bye. Much love and peace and everything. I hate that angle. Oh my god. I just